This is Reed Seals for AM 1340 WGRV. I'm here with 3rd District Commissioner candidate on the Democrat ticket, Clem Allison. Clem, first just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been a resident of Greenville for coming July, about 52 years. I came to Greenville in '66 as a teacher at Tusculum College and to head the art department and, in fact, begin a new art department. And I did that and remained the chair of the art department for the next 34 years until I retired in 2000. And for 20 of those years, I was the director of the Division of Arts and Humanities as well. And I also directed the campus gallery, which was at that point called the Doak Balch Gallery. And it was renamed in '96 for my name. So, and before that, and before graduate school, I was a commissioned officer in the Air Force and served 3 years of active duty and 5 in the reserve. And in the Air Force, I was a pilot and a radar intercept director.
Tell us why you decided to run for county commissioner.
Well, I believe that a change is needed. I believe the commission needs new faces and new ideas, and I believe I can bring that. I believe that the commission needs to have a can-do attitude, and I believe I have that attitude and that I can bring to the commission. And I think the commission needs to think in terms of the long term for the 21st century. And that's where the can-do attitude comes in. We need to be more resourceful, more realistic, and more creative. And I have a proven record of being that kind of person.
What is your opinion on the school consolidation, since it is such a hot-button topic currently?
Well, I think the overriding fact is that enrollment is going down in the county, student enrollment. And state funding, of course, is tied to student enrollment. And so that presents a problem. I think we've lost about 800 to 900 students within the last 8 or 9 years, and that trend will continue. And so that means a reduced amount of funding from the state, so we have to find funding in other areas. Maintaining the present 11 schools, elementary schools, and 4 high schools does seem problematic, and I think we need to be realistic and consider consolidation and at least have it on the table. Perhaps not in the present form, but we need to think in terms, we will have to think in terms of some changes. Sustaining the status quo is not an option. So we will have to think about new ways of doing things. If we don't consolidate now, it may be very likely in the future we'll have to consolidate in some form or another. The only problem is that as years go by, costs go up, and therefore if we don't do it now, then when? And the question becomes, how do we do it? And that's the big question.
What are your plans, if any, if you do get elected commissioner?
Well, that's pretty much open at this point. I approach things with an open mind. I don't have preconceived notions, and I like to make decisions based on the facts and without jumping to conclusions. So that's kind of the way I approach things. I plan to be as responsible, of course, as possible, and to serve the people of Greene County as best I can for the common good. That's basically it.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Well, I believe that I have the proven record of being a responsible and a responsible person and a person of integrity, and I think that I can bring some valuable experience to the commission.
That was Clem Allison. He is running for 3rd District Commissioner on the Democrat ticket. This is Reed Seals for AM 1340 WGRV.